Take this 500, use it to do all back. Oga John Bosco, as he was fondly called, was a wealthy businessman in his late 40s. He owned a very big cement shop and other properties, drove luxury cars, and was respected wherever he went. Oga John Bosco wasn't married yet because he hadn't seen a complete wife material. He wanted a woman who is not materialistic. A very loyal and submissive woman, beautiful too. He broke up with Paulina, a young, beautiful woman. "You are too materialistic, you like money and hair too much." Those were the words he said to her and ended things. He met her in the bank when he went to deposit his millions. Paulina was waiting for her boyfriend. Oga John Bosco walked up to her and said, "Nenny, I can take care of you more than that small boy. Press your number here." Paulina, being the kind of woman she was, she quickly took the phone and tapped in her number. Soon they started dating. On their first date, Oga took her to his favorite spot, Wani Ofensola shop. He ordered 2 plates of Nsola soup and swallow. Paulina was upset. "What are we here for?" she asked angrily. "I want a 5-star restaurant, not this kind of place." 3 days into their relationship, she wanted bone straight, 30 inches and a Gucci handbag. Day 4, her house rent expired. Day 5, her grandmother had swallowed a shovel and needed money for operation in Dubai. Oga John Bosco got tired and left her. He continued with his business. That was where he met Lillian. A quiet, soft-spoken girl in her mid-20s, working as a sales assistant in a small boutique close by. She always dressed simple to work. She didn't know he was rich at first. He came in casually, asked questions politely, and paid without bargaining. He returned the next week and the week after. When Oga John Bosco asked her out, Lillian was surprised. "You are not materialistic, you are natural, not like other girls that likes artificial things. That's exactly what I like about you. You are a wife material." They started dating quietly. They went for roadside meals, evening walks, cheap cafes, and of course, Wani Ofensola's shop. Lilian never complained, she was very happy. Lilian noticed that Oga John Bosco never gave her money. No monthly allowance. No random transfers. But she told herself, "He's busy. He has responsibilities." So she never asked. When her clothes got old, she patched them. When her phone broke, she used rubber ring to hold it together. She dated a rich man but didn't own a single hair. She was always either on all back or thread. But she never complained. She wanted to be a good girlfriend. The one that does not pressure her man for something. Oga John Bosco lived in a fully furnished apartment. Lillian lived in a cramped single room. He didn't even bother moving her out of there. Whenever she visited him, she admired the comfort silently. The soft couch, the cold drinks, the quiet generator hum. Lillian's friends noticed the difference. Is he really rich? Why are you always broke? You borrow my bags and clothes to visit him. You always look unkempt. No nails or lashes. Look at your hair. You have been carrying this all back for 2 months now. The lines are not showing any longer. Love is not suffering. Leave him if he can't take care of you. Lillian defended him every time. Love isn't about money. He loves me like this. He likes me being natural, and besides, I don't want to be a burden. The next day, she went to visit. The fridge, pot and store was empty. No food. She walked up to Oga John Bosco counting his money. "Honey, give me some money, let me stock up the house." "How much do you need?" he asked. 100K will do, Lillian said smiling. 100K for what? What are you buying? Bring the list. He took the list and began going through it. Stockfish and dried fish. In one pot. What happened to crayfish? Use only crayfish. Meat 5,000 is too much. Reduce it to 500 or you buy those big crayfish, we will use it as our meat. John Bosco slashed many other things. From 100k to 15k. There is no money. If I'm hungry I will go to one insola and buy soup, he added. Lillian shamefully collected the 15,000 naira from him. He didn't even add transport. But where is my transport money? She asked. He responded with, price those items very well. Transport money will come out. Lillian ended up using her own money for transport. The next day, she asked her man for hair money. Babe, I want to make my hair. I need 10,000. Oh. Oga John Bosco screamed. 10,000 is too much. Baby, I will buy attachments with the money and also pay for workmanship, she explained. He looked at her. Attachment is not good, it's from the marine kingdom. Use your natural hair. That is what attracted me to you. I like you natural, it makes you more beautiful. Since when did you start being materialistic? You are not like other girls and I love you like that. That word got to her. She felt special. Lillian made thread and Oga John Bosco loved it. Hey, see my akolugo. He teased her. As the relationship grew, Lillian stopped asking. She didn't want to be like other girls. She never asked. She renewed her all back and thread, wore her old shoes and clothes. Oga John Bosco noticed but he didn't care. He was not stingy, he was just too economical, and since Lillian stopped asking, it made him worse. Whenever they had an event, she would dress up in her faded clothes and worn-out shoes. Her friends mocked her. Understanding girlfriend, they play. Time passed. Oga John Bosco began sending her little money without her asking. 2k, 3k, 1.5. 5k, for upkeep, he would say smiling. He started buying her okrika dresses at random. When she asked for money, he gave her some, not all. Lillian wanted more. She wanted hairs, bags, good clothes, and go to fine places like her other friends who dated rich men too, but she still didn't ask. She didn't want to be a burden. Lillian had other men checking her but she turned them down. In a serious relationship she would always tell them. She continued being an understanding girlfriend till one cool evening she overheard Oga John Bosco and his friends discussing. What she heard will shock you. He was seeing another woman. Lillian was his side piece. She doesn't ask me for money but I'm tired. She doesn't dress nice. I'm always ashamed whenever we go to events together. I know I wanted a woman who will not be me but I found someone else and I will marry her after Christmas, he said. Oh. What will happen to Lillian? One of his friends asked. I will give her 100,000 and leave her, Oga John Bosco said laughing. Lillian stood there in shock. She went to the room and cried out her eyes. She couldn't believe what she just heard. She told her friends. Instead of apportioning blames, they came up with an idea. One night, she stayed in Oga John Bosco's house for the weekend as usual. On Friday, when he usually brings a huge sum of money home. That night, after eating dinner, she went to the room and called her friend Bella. It's time, Lillian said. The idea was to arrange boys who would pretend to be thieves to come and rob them and then they would share the money. She came back to the living room and joined him to watch TV. Few minutes later, they heard a loud bang on the door. Open this door or else I will break it, one man shouted. Oga John Bosco became scared. He shivered like a wet chicken. Baby, go and open the door for them all. The thieves came in and gave orders. Kneel down, hands up. Where is the money? Lillian started crying. Which money? There is no money, please. Yes. No money, please, Oga added. One of the thieves hit him with a stick. I say, where is the money? That was when he pointed to the briefcase under the cushion. Take it. Please, I don't want to meet my ancestors. Good. Where is your phone, or a due transfer? Transfer your money. Now. One thief said. In fear, Oga John Bosco transferred more than half of his money to the thieves. They took some other things and left. Lillian pretended to cry with her man throughout the night. The next day, she went to visit her friends as planned. They laughed and shared the money they stole. So Oga John Bosco has this kind of money and you are pitying him. This girl. Good girl no dey pay oh. Bella said. Lillian stayed with Oga John Bosco for a few days and left him. She blocked him and traveled. All he had was his shop and few cement in it with little money. Things became hard for him. The lady he was supposed to marry dumped him because he had nothing to offer. He has lost everything. His wealth, his understanding girlfriend. Everything. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories.